Hi, I'm Rachel Kennedy. I am the founder and principal mediator at Rachel Kennedy Mediation, and I am also a parenting consultant through the state of Minnesota. I am getting a lot of questions recently about what a parenting consultant is and what we do, and I wanted to take a few minutes to answer some of those questions. So, first off, what is a PC? So, a PC, parenting consultant, otherwise known as a parenting coordinator, and we help those families who are experiencing a little bit higher conflict in their co-parenting, just help keep the kids' best interest at the forefront. We do anything from typical mediation through what they call a quasi judicial officer. We'll talk about what that means in a moment. But a PC is a mediator who is on the state roster as a mediator and then has received additional training to become a parenting consultant. So, what types of cases use a PC? So, as I mentioned, they're typically the ones that have the higher conflict. Often we see that they are the cases that involve either mental health struggles, substance use disorders, or domestic violence. They don't always have one of those components, but often they do have one or more of those issues in the family. And so we are trying to work around that and create a safe and healthy environment for the children around those different circumstances that the family is facing. So, how is a PC appointed? So, both parents need to be in agreement that they would like to utilize a PC. They recognize that things are higher conflict, they're having trouble reaching agreements regarding the children. They will then go to the judge, or their attorney will go to the judge and request to use a PC. And once that happens, the judge will appoint the PC, and then it is a court order that the family is utilizing a PC. So, what does a PC do? There are really three steps in order when there is an issue that the family needs help deciding, whether it's a relatively smaller issue, like should we sign our little one up for T-ball, or whether it's a bigger issue, like we want to change our whole parenting time schedule, or we want to change our kids' school districts. Any decisions along those lines that we make in the day-to-day of our parenting. If the parents can't agree, they will go to their parenting consultant, and the parenting consultant will have kind of a three-step process. So, as I mentioned earlier, we are mediators. So often we will start with regular mediation, what you would assume. Let's talk about both sides of this issue or all sides. Sometimes there are more than two sides to an issue, different pros, different cons, where each party is coming from, what their proposals are, and how to solve this. And I will mediate and I will say, all right, let's look at all these pros and cons. Let's see if the two of you can come up with the best solution for your family. If that doesn't work, I can provide some coaching. I can provide some suggestions, we'll say, and again, try to get them to agree on what's best for their own family. And if they're still unable to agree, that's where we bring in the quasi judicial part of being a parenting consultant, which means that I will look at all sides of the issue. Both parents will provide their side, their proposals, what they would like to see happen. I will then talk to collaterals at times, whether it is a teacher or a coach or a therapist, or sometimes the children, although we don't like to do that if we don't have to, depending on the age and maturity of the children. And then I will issue a decision and I will say, okay, this is what your parenting schedule is going to be. Or yes, you should sign him up for T-ball, or no, you should not sign her up for soccer, or whatever the case may be. So after I've issued that decision, that is the decision that the parents will follow, effective immediately. And then if they do not like that, that brings us to our last question. What do I do if I don't like the decision my PC made? And the answer to that is you can file a motion with the court after that. but you will be compelled to follow the decision of the PC first, and then you may take it back to court and see if you can get the judge to decide something different. So I hope that answered your questions about the parenting consultant or parenting coordinator process. Please let me know if you have additional questions. I would love to hear from you.